Hey guys, meteorologist Mike Prianti here. I'm joined this time with Mike Mahalik. And Mike, I think we have a little bit of weather to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, we got quite a bit here. We have the remnants of Bertha moving through the Great Lakes. That made landfall down in the Carolinas and brought a pretty good amount of rain to the spine of the Appalachians. But we have a cold front moving in later tomorrow. That could spark some severe weather in the Northeast. So let's take a look at the pattern here and see what we have going on, Mike.
Right, so let's take a look here and see. Of course, satellite picture. I don't know if you can spot it, Mike, but we got Bertha still on the map here. It's actually a little bit of a spin. You can kind of
Yeah, I
notice
can
it over
make that
Western
out.
PA, a little bit. Most of the
Yeah.
energy is already getting absorbed in this upper level low, as you mentioned, up in Canada, and that's going to go on north and bring a lot of the wet weather along with it. And the radar, shows a lot
hmm
of that already moving into Canada. Still some lingering moisture getting pulled in from the Gulf, and that's going to kind of lead to a pretty wet on and off showery Thursday and into your Friday too. But as we go forward, I think we're going to see, Mike, that the weather is going to be a bit active to start the weekend at least.
Yeah, it will be a bit active, but before we get to the severe weather, it will be quite warm and humid tomorrow across much of the Northeast. I mean, with that tropical moisture getting pumped up around that high pressure, if you see that big high off in the Atlantic,
Oh yeah,
all that flow is going to be up from the south southwest, bring a lot of humidity into the area. So,
yeah.
certainly a warm one tomorrow. And I don't know if you got those temperatures there, Mike,
Yeah, I could pull that
ready
up.
to
And
show.
the NAM here for so this afternoon, we're for Thursday, we're in the 70s, some 80s in spots. But
Mm,
going into Friday, a lot more 80s. And if I pull up the dew points, and dew points help us tell how much moisture is in the air, and is a basically an indication of how humid it is out
mm,
there. We have dew points in the 70s on the NAM. They might be a bit too high. We have some 74s, 75s. I think that's but you get to that point, that's like
mhm.
oppressive humidity. I think we're going to be humid, but not overly oppressive. But it's definitely going to be, I get at least the muggiest day we've seen so far this year, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, with that muggy weather there and the heat too, we got that cold front moving in, so we're gonna have fuel waiting for some thunderstorms as they're moving in. They'll probably pop later in the afternoon tomorrow
Yes.
as that cold front moves in. Most likely in the evening for the peak of the activity. So with all that fuel there, all the heat and humidity, we do have a chance to some of these going severe. I
Hmm.
think mainly across central Pennsylvania through upstate New York. There's a little bit better forcing the further north you go,
Yeah.
but certainly something to keep an eye on tomorrow evening. I think the threats, for the most part, looking at wind, straight line winds. Could be some hail in there too. But with that low pressure tracking close by, there's a bit more turning with height. Could even be an isolated tornado in there. So we can't
Somewhere.
entirely
Exactly.
rule that out.
Exactly. Somewhere in this little corridor from PA to upstate New York, even into like Western Maryland, I would, keep an
hmm
eye out tomorrow because there definitely could be a couple of spinners out there. With maybe an isolated tornado or two, but definitely winds are going to be a major factor here. But as Mike said, it goes east, and a lot of this gets like drowned out, so you lose the instability, and it's really just general mild thunderstorms into the evening. And then the front kind of pushes out by Saturday. There's still maybe a couple of showers that may be around, but for the most part, it's a much drier second half to the weekend. And if we go forward here with the GFS, yeah, much drier, a cooler air mass though, Mike, going into the first half of the next week. I mean, we're talking
hmm
temperatures possibly, if we take a little bit of a zoom in here, a little bit closer view. I mean, we're talking temperatures possibly on Monday morning, in the 40s and 30s in Northeast PA. I mean, this is
Yeah.
June 1st. That's ridiculous.
I wouldn't doubt it because I mean, based on where the high pressure system came from, it came dropping straight out of Canada,
Yeah.
and brought that cold air there on the north east side of it, dropping that northerly wind down in. So certainly could be rather chilly there Monday morning, and even
Yeah.
Monday's highs. Not that crazy. Maybe be looking at the 65 to
60s.
70 range at most. A lot of areas going to be well below normal for this
Right.
time of year. It's pretty. I mean, what is it? Is June 1st on Monday, right, Mike?
June 1st. That's technically the first day of meteorological summer. Of course, summer is not until the summer solstice. But I mean, hey, June 1st. I mean, you don't see temperatures in the 30s and 40s in the morning on June 1st. That's getting to kind of the abnormal realm of things in terms
Mm,
of temperatures. Even the 60s during the day for June 1st, you're expecting lots of sun in mid upper
yeah.
70s. But hopefully we see a trend going forward with warmer weather
Mm.
into the rest of June. So you know.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what we have. I mean, a little cold shot there, feeling more like May for June 1st or early May, but oh well, we'll get through that. We'll warm things up here and just watch out again for those thunderstorms tomorrow evening. And then next week we'll have some more updates for you guys
Yeah.
with more weather videos.
Yeah, and we'll have more updates. Be sure to check us out on social media. Remember, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe this video. And check us out professionally at weatherworksinc.com. For WeatherWorks, I'm meteorologist Mike Prianti. We'll see you here next week.